Prita is in the room when someone pushes her from behind and tries to run away with the mobile. Prita, however, is unable to catch her and they both start struggling. She also drops her mobile in the fight. Prita very cleverly pushes the mobile under the bed, but she is overpowered by the woman who runs out of the room. Samir and Shristi also hear the scream and wonder if Prita might have gotten in some trouble. Prita rushes out of the room. Ruchika exclaims it was no one other than Prita. Akshay's mother exclaimed what she would be doing in their house. They all rush to catch her. Mega is amazed to see that Akshay's mobile is really not in the drawer and has been stolen. Prithvi opens the door calling to Kritika. However, she is not in the room. He wonders where she has gone because if she remains angry with him, then he might be thrown out of the house, and he has made lots of efforts with her to enter the house so she cannot leave. He exclaims that his choice with girls is a little different because in the first one is Prita, who is really honest and cannot even slap him if she's angry. Then here comes Shelly, who can slap him if she gets a little furious. And the third one is Kritika. He doesn't know if she is angry, then must make sure she is not mad with him because if she is not happy, then he will be thrown out of the house. He has to do whatever he can to make sure Kritika likes him. Then he must marry her under any circumstance. Kritika enters the room with Pami, who starts apologizing to her, but Kritika says she must not create any drama in front of her. Prithvi, however, explains that he will not leave until she forgives him. He even kneels in front of Pami, apologizing. Kritika, however, is forced to laugh. They mention she is not angry with him and he must not apologize. Pami mentions he is really clever and has even knelt in front of Kritika to prove his point. Pami mentions that her eyes are really strong and she can see everything. Shristi is following the woman. However, she bites her and runs away with the mobile. Prita comes to help her. Akshay's mother comes asking Mega to see who both of them are. Mega opens the veil to find out it is Prita and Shristi. Mega questions what they are both doing in the house. Ruchika also pleads with them both to not irritate Mega as she is pregnant. Shristi asks why she is so worried even when she came with them to become a witness against Mega. Ruchika exclaims she indeed came to be a witness against Mega, but at the court realized that she was wrong, so came back. Shristi and Prita try to explain that they have not come to ruin anything but to desire to find the true killer, and so came to get his mobile. Prita questions Mega to inform the true name of the murderer because she has his mobile, so would know the name of the murderer. Mega tries to act, saying that they are all blaming her. She cries and leans with Akshay's mother, saying that she is being blamed. Prita tries to explain, but they both are thrown out of the house. Pami in the room explains she knows a secret of Prithvi. Kritika is also worried when Pami explains that the secret is that Prithvi makes everyone fall into his trap because of his good looks, and this is why he is able to make them all do his work. Prithvi is scared and then Kritika gets relieved. Suresh calls Pami, who leaves. Prithvi hugs Kritika but is really angry and he thinks that he has to do all he can to take care of Pami because she is getting in his nerves. Kritika asks why he is so serious because he must always remain in the jolly mood as everyone likes him. Prithvi explains Kritika looks good in her jolly mood. He gets a call from Mega and thinks of first dealing with her, after which he would take care of Pami. Kritika questions who it is. Prithvi accidentally takes the name of Mega. He covers it, saying that he is a worker in his office and is calling because of the tremendous workload. He seeks permission to leave, assuring that he will come back. Pritka does not stop him, saying that she has never stopped him before, so why would she start now? Samir is relieved to change the clothes and get back in his proper dress, explaining it felt really awkward. Shristi teases him by saying that if he started feeling awkward, then it might not have created a lot of problem. Prita comes questioning why is she always teasing Samir. Shristi explained it was just a joke. Shristi exclaimed they just created such a big scene, but all lost the mobile because Prita is really weak. Prita placing the mobile exclaimed that they have not lost the proof. Shristi questions how did she do it. Prita reveals she has another mobile when she went in and she placed it on the bed. When the other woman came into the room, they both got into the struggle and she is in the hurry took the other mobile. Shristi gets tense, saying this means she took Prita's mobile. Prita responds that it was not her mobile but a dummy mobile which she thought of placing at the place where Akshay's mobile was kept, so no one would get suspicious. Christy exclaims that she has gotten really clever. Peter also asks that she is clever even if she is not strong. Christy apologizes and starts teasing Peter, who thinks they would now get close to the murderer because of the mobile which they have been able to get as proof. Prithvi walks out on the terrace. He thinks that Mega is really mad or a minimizer because she is cancelling the call. He wonders if she is thinking that after giving him a call, he feels he might get scared. But it is not the case because he is the one who scares the people. Mega answers the call. She asks if he thinks that by stealing the mobile of Akshay, he feels she will leave him. That it is not the case. Prithvi questions what has happened, if she is really mad. Mega mentions that it is her fault, as she told him in their last meeting that his evidence is in Akshay's mobile. Prithvi gets really worried. He asks her to be clear. Mega mentions that a lot of people are after the mobile because Prita and Srishti and Samir also came to find the mobile. Prithvi asks her to be sure if she saw them. Mega mentions that there was also someone else who stole the mobile. But if he doesn't give her 2 million, she will make sure that Prita knows of his involvement in Akshay's murder, as she is really searching for the murderer. Prithvi tries to calm her, but she ends the call saying he must give her the money, otherwise she would not live in the house. Prithvi ending the call wonders what the case might be because Mega explained that there was a third person who stole the mobile. So what if that third person is the real murderer? The door of the Lutra house opens and the woman in the red suit walks into the house. She walks upstairs and into the washroom where she is washing the makeup. Peter along with Srishti and Samir are trying to unlock the mobile. However, they are unsuccessful. Peter gets a call from Raki. She apologizes for being late and asks if Raki is angry with her. Raki explains she is not angry, but she must come back because Pammy fell from the stairs and injured her knee. She must therefore come back. Peter asks Samir to hurry up as they must leave. Srishti also requests to come with them because she also needs to see what is in the mobile and cannot leave without seeing the proof. Peter agrees after they all leave. Prithvi is really frustrating and hitting the wall on the hallway. He wonders that it will be off, no good, because Prita is doing all she can to find the proof. And if she finds out that Prithvi was the one to give Akshay the money so he can blackmail Kritika, then it will cause a lot of trouble. He will not be able to live in the Lutra house but will be thrown in jail. He, however, thinks that he cannot give up and must use his brains to find out what does Prita know about the murder. Pammy is crying as she is feeling a lot of pain. Raki asks her to not worry because she has called Prita, who would come and perform the treatments. She also would be fine. Sherlyn comes asking what has happened. Raki explains that Pammy has gotten injured after falling. She advises Sherlyn to stay with her and not leave her alone. Sherlyn, seeing Pammy, mentions that she knows Pammy has hurt herself, but it's bearable, so she will leave. Pammy asks where she has been the entire day, and she had gone with Prithvi. Sherlyn, turning back, asks her not to be curious because she is really clever, so would never accept her orders and she must not try to give her orders. Sherlyn mentions that she has made a lot of mistakes by scolding Prita and blaming her for the arrest of Karan because of everyone in the family really loves Prita, so she doesn't have the respect in the house. Sherlyn threatens to inform the family about her feelings for Prita and the family. She might then be in a lot of trouble. Sherlyn then leaves the room and Pammy wonders what kind of woman is Sherlyn as she threatened her. Suresh walks into the room asking if she hurt herself. Pammy explains that she really hurt herself. He gets a call and leaves as there is no signal. Pammy thinks Sherlyn told the truth to say that she is jealous of Raki because of her wealth and children, but she cannot seem so low and does not like both of her daughter-in-laws because they are not worthy of care and attention. Prita walks into the house. Raki asks how she was able to come so early when she told her it would take 15 minutes. Samir explains it was because of him, because he drove the car really fast. Christy, however, says that she was just driving the car in fourth gear, but they came early because the roads were empty. Prita asked them both to stop. She questions Raki about Pammy, who explains she has even prepared the hot water bag. Prita leaves explaining it would not be of any use. She asks if there is a first aid box. Samir questions Shriti why she always tries to degrade him in front of the family. Shriti replies she praised him by saying he was driving in the fourth gear. She corrects her statement saying it was the third gear as she has a sharp eye. Samir places his hand on his neck on his back. Tracy immediately taunts him, asking why he is standing with like a woman. Samir feels irritated. She then pushes him, causing him to fall. He stands up once again. Tracy loudly speaks about the proof. He has to place his hand over her mouth. She apologizes. Raki sees them both and leaves after advising Samir to go and be with Pammy. Prita reaches the room. She immediately sits beside Pammy, massaging the feet, assuring that everything will be fine. Pammy asks her how she feels about Charlene. Prita tries to answer in a political manner. However, Pammy is not convinced. Prita then questions how she feels about Charlene. Pammy immediately explains she does not like Charlene and even Prita. Prita replies that she can understand why Pammy would say such a thing, but she is not at all concerned about anyone. She promises her that she will do all that is in her power to make sure Karan is released from prison. The end.